YAJ effect. YAJ effect. YAJ. Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
Good evening, everybody. How are y'all doing this nice, fine evening?
I just got home from work.
And it's starting to get hot out there.
I was on fire.
You're on fire. Okay, really? Come on now. Which activities do you like most? Walking, long walks on the beach, reading, video games, or horseback riding, or workout? I like long walks on the beach.
I like touching skanks.
Oh, really? You gonna do that again?
Well, this one says he's a gamer. He played one more.
You play video games.
Look, he played Miss Pac-Man, and now he's a gamer.
Hey, I like Pac-Man. I like Frogger. I like Tetris.
Resident Evil.
I don't know about the other stuff.
Oh, today while I was at work, Golden Corral in Midlothian Turnpike is opening back up July 5th. I saw the for now hiring sign, and the temporary thing is all over. It's going to open back up for you greedy people who love that nasty chicken.
Hey, you've been there. The one on Broad Street.
Golden Corral just is not for me no more. I don't understand why. It used to be great back in the day, but it's just like, ugh. Anyway, happy birthday to Trish, Misty, and countless others whose birthdays are today. I've already forgotten. Also, Memorial Day is coming up. Congrats to all college students.
And that's when they start opening up the pools and stuff like that.
Yeah, so go ahead and jump in the pool with COVID-19 and maybe get COVID-19.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm going to a pool. I hope that is open. And to top it all off, I think the kids are going to start being able to graduate this year. So that will be nice. I know they're going to be so happy. And I feel sorry for the ones last year. Yeah. I really do.
Get well soon, Tanya. She's going to have a triple bypass. This is Veronica Rose's childhood friend.
Yeah, I'm really going to pray for her. It's on Monday, so I'm just hoping.
All right,
I know she's going to be good. Everything's going to be good.
All right. Let's get to it, y'all. Because I want to get a nice little piece of whiskey inside of me. My blender didn't charge up in time, so I can have my smoothie. Anyway.
Just put it all out there, why don't you?
That's right. God grants us life every day. So why do we take life? Now, the reason why I want to talk about this, because I know most of you heard about the recent events, especially the ones that happened 2 years ago, 3 years ago, about the black man that got arrested in Kansas City. And it was supposed to be for a routine traffic stop. I know y'all heard about it. I'm not even going through the whole formalities. And some of y'all probably even saw the video. I just know that Blue Lives Matter banner is starting to slowly dwindle. Because the whole thing about this is this. Who are you to take someone else's life? You don't even have the audacity to even teach anybody about life, about love, about raising a family. And we men had to learn the hard way through trials and tribulations and failures. Because when I was in my downward spiral of life, I tried to grasp onto everything I could to hold myself up. And as a man, it's really, truly hard. And this is why I connect with a lot of men, young men. And I said, look, man, do not be like my generation, man. If you need help, ask for help. That whole you can't cry crap, man, tell that person, go screw your dad. But because it does not work. Because the whole thing is,
your parents put on a very strong facade. I'm not saying facade, but a strong impression that you have to be strong, that you can't be weak in that. And I understand you need to be strong and you need to be able to handle and take care of yourself. I understand that point. But, you know, my parents never argued in front of me. They didn't argue. You never heard them fight. You never heard them argue. And I know they had their arguments. They had to. I mean, everybody in a relationship is going to have some arguments.
yeah.
I mean, that's normal. But when you don't see it, and then you go into a relationship, and you think that you're not supposed to be arguing or fighting, this is not right. Then you learn that there was arguments and stuff like that. You just hide it. You got to. I mean, you don't hurt each other. You don't fist fight. You don't physically put each other down. But when you have a disagreement or you don't agree about something, the kids should be able to see that there is, there's times that you're going to see a disagreement between the parents. Now, as far as the fighting and cussing and all that, no, that's not how it goes.
That's exactly why I came up with this: watching and learning, teaching and understanding, talking and listening. Y'all keep forgetting one thing. Remember something. Always, when you argue, whether you're behind closed doors, whether you're outside, you're in a car, you're away from that child can hear everything you say.
And they don't forget. They don't.
Mm-hmm. This is why this is to the young men, youth. Because...
And women.
Well, no, just the men. Because I'm going to tell you why, men. The thing that I want y'all to understand out of all this is that 9 times out of 10, the female's going to be right. She has a certain type of intuition that is undeniable. She might not admit when she's wrong, but she'll admit when she's right. That's the thing that I want you to understand, because most of the time, man, you might not be right. That's why you talk it out. That goes back to talking and listening. Because if you hear what she has to say, you come up with a conclusion, you'll get a definite answer. Trials and tribulations. Believe that.
But the thing is, to communicate with a man, they do, like you said, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Not all women are trying to tell you bad things. But like when we ask you to call us if you're going to be late, and you choose not to, well, what do you think we assume? We assume that you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. If you would just call and say, hey, I'm running late, I'm here at this, whatever the situation is, we're fine with that. It's when you don't communicate with us that we get aggravated, and then you're wondering why we're pissed off. There's a reason for it.
I understand that.
I had someone tell me, sorry for the way I acted, but you were a bitch. Well, yes, I was, because you made me that way at times.
One thing I have learned is watching and learning is this. If you don't make that phone call, all you gotta do is look and say, you know something, I'm sorry. It slipped my mind. It's my fault.
And it will happen. It will happen at times that, something does happen that they don't call you. As long as you can get a hold of them down the road, or they finally call and say, hey, I'm sorry, something happened, it came up. Okay, that's fine.
You really want to know how to diffuse a female? Just don't say nothing. You don't need to respond. Because she's going to get mad whether you're right or wrong.
Not necessarily.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
not necessarily.
From a male's point of view, I'm telling you, sometimes it's just easier not to say nothing. And then say, you know what, you're right. That was my fault. And you still can listen. It's not a custody battle of words. The whole thing about it is, okay, I understand. I screwed up. That's cool. Then after that, she has nothing. She has nothing to say because I don't have to escalate the situation to make it worse than what it is. That's why I told you, if you are a police officer and you're the only one being aggressive, but the man is handcuffed, who's in the wrong? See, everything I'm talking about here is the same thing about a relationship. Here's the relationship. If I'm your prisoner, I'm listening to you tell me something, and you're doing it in a calm voice, and you're going, look, sir, you know why I pulled you over? No, officer, why'd you pull me over? It's that damn simple. But when he comes at that car barking orders, first of all, they're right. I don't have to let my window down. But they know that. They're looking for any way they can to be agitated. That's why they're always telling you to calm down. But if you look at it in a woman's perspective, if I just look at her and go, front rows, I'm sorry, I should have called you. That was my fault. She has no reason to get mad at me.
I'd be mad, but if it's still to the fact, okay, well, at least you apologize in that. But don't make it a habit thinking you every time you apologize because you did it.
Okay, if you make it a habit, did you kiss her, hold her, sleep with her?
No.
Pull her hair,
We don't
slap
forget. No,
choke her?
I don't think so. You better stop while you ahead.
Go outside, drag her aaround while the neighbors watch.
Yeah, we can drag you around.
You can say, I'm sorry, B.
Yeah. Back.
I'll just say it. No, but in all seriousness, I'm just telling you exactly what I have learned. And what I have learned is you watch and you learn.
Yeah, but men don't like when women are quiet. Because when we be silent, we don't say anything to you, or we don't speak to you for a while, men can't handle it.
That's not true.
That is true.
This goes back to teaching and understanding. Teaching is you teach yourself to understand. When she becomes silent, then you just look at her and go, gotcha. Go into the next room. Believe me, she'll follow you.
No, not always.
They will follow you with the silent treatment.
No.
They cannot be ignored.
If I'm silent, that means I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm walking the other direction. If you leave the room, that's fine. Go away. I don't want to be around you. If I'm silent, I don't want nothing to do with you. Why would I want to follow you if I don't want nothing to do with you and I'm not talking to you?
Well, all you gotta do is ask one question. Are you mad? And if she says, and she
turns her head and walks the other way, yes.
That's why they have multiple TVs. You ain't gotta go to a bar. Just go downstairs. Mind your business. She'll cool off. She'll cool off. Then, believe me, at some point, she's going to want to know.
If she leaves and goes to the bar.
That's fine. But again, it goes back to watching and learning, teaching and understanding. Because the whole thing about it is, she's going to want to know why you pissed her off. It's in their nature. That's why they ask a million questions in 5 minutes.
He's going to want to know why she's pissed off. And why I'm not
I don't want to know.
Well, you might be the oddball of all men.
I don't want to know. I'm going to tell you why I don't want to know. Because normally I don't want to piss you off, so why would I want to know? I just don't want to get in detail about it. Let you cool off. And if you tell me to sleep on the couch, fine. That's why there's a TV and there's a bottle. And you just pour a mixed drink with it. Soon marijuana be legal. I'll roll a blunt and I really won't care what you like.
Yeah, we're not sitting here doing all that. Hi, Wanda.
Hey, Wanda. Talking and listen. Look, the reason why I'm breaking this all down and like this is because very shortly, I'm about to tell you another story.
Tell us another story.
And not today, but I will. Because when it happens, and then once I step on that property, I'm going to tell you a story that was just fascinating. See, I've always believed in God. I have, or a higher power. But what I'm trying to tell you is this. Sometimes it takes the rest of the village to help out one villager.
Yes, we can be crazy. Keep talking. I'm saying from Wanda.
I don't pay no mind because as I get the beauty of getting older and aging, is that one thing I have learned is that women are a beautiful creature. They are. They're beautiful. They're sexy. They're warm. They if it's done right, they can be your best friend. And then here comes that nightmare part.
And what nightmare part is that?
That part where you finally realize, like, what is wrong with this bitch? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
there are women that are out there crazy, and they also wonder about the man too.
No, we don't. Why would you worry? Look, let me tell you something. The thing I have learned over the years is this. Mama's boy, daddy's girl.
Right.
Mama's boys are clinging to their mamas. They only hurt women when they watch their daddies do what?
Hurt them.
That's the way they think. But most women will treat a man or their son and show them that's not how you treat women.
True.
That's why it's with a.
But now you say the daddy's girl.
Mhm. You have to show her, not tell her.
Yeah.
See, it's the total opposite for each sex.
True. And sometimes if they don't get shown,
Right.
then it's hard for them to understand down the road of how life is
Mhm.
until they find somebody that can show them themselves.
Right. Just like my daughter would never know what I have gone through to get to this point. I'm not talking about my oldest. I'm talking about my middle, and I'm talking about my last.
You know?
They will never understand what I have gone through to at least talk to them.
Right.
And, you know, they're never going to understand because their mothers are never going to tell their part of their stories. But the thing is, this is why I do this. So I don't want nobody to choose, because it's a hurtful thing not to watch your daughters grow up, not just your sons, your daughters. I have 3 daughters, and I get to watch my oldest grow up and spend time with her kids. But I still got 2 other daughters that I want to communicate with.
And one that says, I love you too.
So the reason why I'm not done with this subject, and I will not be, is because the simple fact is there are a lot of men out there who are hurt. There are a lot of men who don't understand. There are a lot of men, even with daddies, that still want a direction. And sometimes if you are in that role, all you gotta do is help these men along. Help them on their path. Because no, I'm tired of watching that these men out here doing what they're doing. And here it is. What are you teaching yourself? What are you teaching anybody? Dude, get a career, get something going, get a house, get yourself straight, and start paying it forward to the next generation. Because we all can get out the ghetto. The ghetto's in the air. It's in your mind. I'm just saying. Anybody else?
And one says, I was mommy and daddy.
See?
Sometimes you have to be both at
Yeah.
sometimes. And then sometimes, you know, those of us women or girls that grew up, you know, even though you didn't have your real father, you have a stepdad, steps in and does things and stuff like that. But sometimes there are other things that can make you feel like men don't care.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. To that note, Pete, wanted to thank you for being here. I know everybody else is doing their thing. The boy is tired.
Saturday night.
Yeah, Saturday night. The boy's tired. It was hot for the day. I swear, if there was a pool, I would love to jump in it.
I'm ready to jump in the pool.
Excuse me?
Let's go swim.
I'm sorry, I can't see you.
YAJ effect. YAJ effect. YAJ.
One pool will open up next week.
I thought it was open
They're open tomorrow, but I don't know if they are open up this year.
this week. Oh, you never said it. Excuse me. Project. You. Is it open up this week?
Doesn't know when I'm talking about it right now.
You get the water. You just stand there.
Why don't you get the water?
Because it's friendly before you can't swim. I'm just saying.
Welcome
He's got all these little
to YAJ. Welcome to
It's time
YAJ.
cool off.